Hi guys, it's Wendy from Go Ask Alice Designs again. I am back with another thrift haul that I did this week. I got some fun stuff, and then as I try to do, I'm going to do a little DIY at the end of the video with some stuff that I bought. Show you how you can buy some stuff cheap and kind of spruce it up and make it work for your home. So anyway, let's get started. So the first thing that I got, so I actually got two of these, and they are just the cutest little mugs. Well, they're actually not little, they're pretty big. I like a big coffee mug. I like to say I like a little coffee with my creamer. So by the time I put coffee in it and as much creamer as I like a nice size coffee mug. So anyway, these are super cute. They're just whimsical. They have the fried egg, the toast, and then the little coffee cup. And I love the yellow gingham background. I love yellow, and I just thought they were super cute. And they had them together, and it was $2 for the set. So I paid $1 piece for them. And I just think they are super cute, and I can't wait to use them with my morning coffee. So I was obviously on kind of a coffee mug kick this week because I got another couple of coffee mugs. These are Fiesta ware. So see if you guys can see that. So these are not the real old ones. I'm sure most of you guys know, if not. The old Fiesta ware, the vintage Fiesta ware, has a lowercase f. This is the capital F, so these are newer. But I just like the color. I love the cobalt blue, and then the forest green. Yellow, green, blue, those are my colors. So I just thought they were really cute. They're pretty big too. I could get some creamer in those too. So, and I love the little round handle. So I picked those up. They were $4 a piece, so they were a little bit more because they are Fiesta, but I did pick those up. And then I got this little guy. I love birds. So my daughter is always saying, "Mom, enough with the birds," but I can't help it. I love them. So he's just really a cute little figurine. Doesn't have any markings on the back, or on the bottom. But I just thought he was super cute, and I'm going to add him with my other little feather friends that I have in my living room. So I thought he was really cute, and he was $1. So I had to pick him up. And then I got these guys. So look at those. So these are obviously vintage Tupperware. And I just love the colors. The smaller too. This is that kind of robin's egg blue color. And then the yellow. So these were $1.99. And then the bigger kind of peachy pink one, it was $2.99. And they're actually in pretty good shape. They have, you can kind of see it in the light. They kind of have a little scratching inside, but they're vintage. They're old. So I couldn't leave them behind. You can't go wrong with vintage Tupperware. So, and I don't see it a lot out. And if I do, it's pretty rough or gross, or it doesn't have the top, or something's wrong with it. So these are in pretty good shape, and the colors were so cute. So I went ahead and picked these up. And then speaking of Tupperware, look at this. So I grabbed this at the same time. So this was $3.99. And my mom had this whole set growing up. So she had this, she had the pitcher, the juicer, we used it for Kool-Aid when I was a kid, Kool-Aid pitcher. She had the canisters with this emblem on it. She had the Tupperware. All of it was in this color. And I remember that, it was called Harvest Gold. So we even had a Harvest Gold refrigerator. We had a Harvest Gold stove. We had a lot of Harvest Gold. So anyway, I had never seen one of these out, and they're just the coolest. I couldn't. It's my childhood. So anyway, this little thing comes off, and then it opens up, and then you can put your cakes or your pies or brownies or whatever you are transporting to your potluck on there, and then you snap the lid back on and put your handles back on, and then you can carry it to your destination. Or if you don't want to put the handles on, you can just leave it on the counter and it stays fresh. And I was so excited when I saw this. This, like I said, this is my childhood. So I went ahead and picked this up, and I'm super glad to have it. It reminds me of when I was a kid. So, and then I got this. This, I mean, this thing's huge. You can see. This reminds me of like the show Mad Men. You know, when they had their cocktail parties, or they had this sitting on their bar carts when they drank their whatever they drink. I'm not really a drinker, so I don't know. But anyway, I just loved it. I just thought it was super cool, and it's in really good shape. On the bottom, I don't know who this is. It says like George Briard, I guess. I don't know. I can't really. It's a signature. So, I don't know. Maybe you guys know who that is. But I don't even know why I got it. I just thought it was super cool. And I just thought, I mean, it was, I have to look at my cheat sheet because everything I bring home, I wash immediately. So, anyway, yeah, it was $2.99 also. Anyway, for this really cool ice bucket, $2.99, I just thought, what the heck? I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I do markets in the summer. I make a lot of things to sell there, and I also thrift things and sell stuff that I love to thrift, but if I kept it all, yeah, there would be no room. And then I also thrift things, and then I kind of overhaul them and change them up a little bit, and then I sell those. So I might sell this at a market. I don't know. I just thought it was a really cool ice bucket, and I thought it would look really cool in someone's kind of modern living room, or on their bar cart, or on their bar. Anyway, so I picked that up. And then I got this little cutie. So it was 50 cents. I just thought the frame was really pretty. It's a metal frame. Not super big, but for 50 cents. And I might, I kind of like the little girl in there. I might keep her, or I might put something else in there. I haven't really decided, but she's kind of cute. She's got a little basket and flowers. And so for 50 cents, I thought she was really cute, and I went ahead and picked her up. And then I love to sew, and I really, I love finding vintage tablecloths, or vintage sheets, or vintage pillowcases, or vintage fabric, or even just inexpensive fabric while I'm out thrifting, because I'm always sewing, always have a project going. And so I like to pick up material for cheap, or, you know, really reasonable when I see it. And I don't always know what I'm going to do with it when I get it, but I have a huge stash, have totes and totes of fabric. And so when I feel like making something, all I have to do is go to my stash. I can usually find just what I'm looking for. And it's a lot cheaper than, you know, going to Joann's or another fabric store and spending $5 or $6 a yard for some, you know, the same material or something similar. So anyway, I got this. It's a really pretty kind of mint color with a pattern. And there was 3 yards here, and it was $3. So $1 a yard, you can't beat that. So I went ahead and picked that up, and that will go in my stash. And then I also found it in the peach, kind of pinky peach color. So that was also 3 yards, and it was $3. And then I got this. I do think this is vintage just because of the pattern. So really pretty florals. I thought it was pretty. I measured this, and this was 2 yards, and it was $1.50. So that is awesome. And then I got this. There was actually 3 yards of this, and this is really, I don't think this is vintage. It might be, but I just thought it was pretty with the florals. And there was 6 yards on this, and it was $6. So once again, $1 a yard. So this will go in my stash. So when I make pillow covers and sell them, I do some quilting. I'm sewing all the time. So when I want it, I will have it in my stash. And so I went ahead and picked that up. So the last thing I got was these picture frames. So this one, I love the green. It's from IKEA. It was only 50 cents. So I picked this up. It's got a mirror inside, but you can actually take the mirror out and put a picture. But I kind of liked the mirror. And then this is a picture frame, and I liked the wood grain. It's solid wood. It's 5 by 7, and it was $2. So it's brand new. You can see it's never been used. So on these, what I'm going to do is I am going to do some stenciling on them and kind of just update them and make them fit a little bit better with my decor. So I went to the Dollar Tree this week, and they had this really cool little stencil thing here. So it kind of has the pie opening, as you can see, and then you move it and a new stencil. So it has, as I said, I like birds, so it's got this feather, it's got the arrows, the trio of feathers, peacock feather. So I am going to use this and some craft paints, and I am going to stencil on these frames and kind of give them a little update and make them fit in a little bit better with my decor. And so this one, I think I'm going to do a little bit of a whitewash, kind of a dry brushing first with some chalk paint, and then kind of distress it back. And then this one, I think I'm just going to go ahead. I like the green, so I'm just going to go ahead and do stenciling right on this. So anyway, I'm going to work on that, and then I will be back to show you kind of the steps in between. I think stenciling is pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go on super detail, but I'll kind of come back and show you where I am, and then we'll see the finished product. So I'll be back in a little bit. Thanks. Okay, so I went ahead and I did dry brush this frame. It kind of gives it, I don't know, kind of a barnwood feel to it. So I used some chalk paint and just kind of gave it a dry brush. I'm gonna kind of sand it a little bit, scuff it up a little bit, and then see how I like that. And then I'll be back. Okay, so I kind of like that. I ran a little sandpaper over it, kind of smoothed it out a little bit, made it, I don't know, like I said, kind of looks like barnwood to me. So next I'm going to start stenciling. I just have an array of craft paint over here, and I'm just going to start stenciling some feathers on this thing and see how it turns out. So I'll show you what it looks like when I get back. Okay guys, I am all done. This is what I came up with the first frame. The one with the mirror in it, obviously. So you can see my light above, but I used that dollar stencil and just did the feathers just, you know, here and there in different colors of greens and blues. And I really like it. I think it gives the frame, kind of a boring frame, some personality. It definitely fits in better with my decor, and I think it has some personality. So anyway, I'm pretty happy with that one. And then the other one, the one that I did kind of the barnwood look on, I did decide to do some hand painted flowers on it. So I'm definitely not an artist, but I know how to, you know, hand paint some kind of abstract flowers. So kind of that's what I did. I wanted it to kind of look like barn, you know, like, I don't know, barnwood with flowers kind of trailing up it. So I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, I'm no Picasso, but I think it turned out nice, and it's even better from a distance. So anyway, I'll find a picture to put in it, and I'll add it to my decor around my house. So anyway, that's what I ended up doing. So like I said before, this was a $2 frame, and I think it's definitely got a lot more personality and looks a lot more unique than how I picked it up. And then this one, I think it was $1, 75 cents or $1. So, and that one's definitely got more personality and looks a lot more, you know, to me, more expensive. So anyway, thanks again for sticking with me and letting me show you how I kind of upcycle some stuff that I buy for cheap. And if you like my channel and stuff that I do, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I know I'm new to YouTube, but I'm really enjoying it. And if you like my videos, give me a thumbs up. Thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye.